everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about whether UX design is the right career path for you. So I'll be sharing some of my own stories and reasons on why I decided to become a UX designer. And perhaps this can help you come to your own conclusions too, whether UX design is the right career path for you or not. So if this sounds interesting, let's get right into it. My first tip on learning whether UX design is the right career path for you or not is to speak to as many senior UX designers as possible. So speak to them and hear about their day-to-day life as a designer. What is it that they like? What is it that they don't like? Hearing such stories can help you to think about different aspects of things and even open up your mind to questions that you never even think of asking before. When I first started my career, I was able to speak to designers of many different levels and different types. So I was able to speak to in-house designers because I was working with them closely. They were just sitting opposite me at my previous company. I was able to work with freelance designers and also some freelance designers who own their own agencies. Yeah, so it's like a range of different types of designers. From my in-house designers, I learned a lot about the tools that they use as a in-house designer. What are their day-to-day life like? Because they are just sitting opposite me, I can just, pick at their work and talk to them. Every day is just like a conversation trying to know more about them. Being able to talk to designers and understand their lifestyle or more about their job can actually help me to have a clearer picture of the career that I'm thinking of stepping into. It allowed me to make a clearer decision for myself, like in terms of do I like the work-life balance? Is the financial contribution, the financial compensation, something that is sufficient for me to live the lifestyle that I want to live. Yeah, so being able to talk to designers helped me to answer all these kind of questions. From my senior in-house designers, I learned about them. I learned from them tools, I learned from them latest design trends, and I find out a lot more about their day-to-day life as a designer. What is it that they do? From my freelance designers, I learned that it's okay to take a career break in between. Let's say if I need to take care of my family, maybe I have children or I need to take care of my parents, I am able to take a career break in between and still be able to jump back in if I want to. The freelance designer that I spoke to, she's a mother who took a career break to take care of her daughter. She was away from the workforce for quite a number of years, I think around 7 to 10 years. And once her child is much more ready to be independent, she found herself having a lot more free time, which is why she decided to start going back and becoming a freelance UX designer. So from her, I learned that if I do want to take a break, I can. And if I were to come back, even though I do have to learn a new tool in order to be able to work with other designers like the in-house designers, and the salary is not that good, I still have the possibility to take a break, and the design principles that I learned will still be applicable. So even if the tool is outdated or I need to refresh and update myself in terms of the tools that I'm using, I am still able to jump back in if I want to. And then the third type of designer that I spoke to was actually a designer who owned his own agency. So far, I only met one of such designer, but he inspired me a lot in terms of the skill that he managed to make out of this career. So he created his own agency, and I saw that there's a lot of money to be made out of this career. So being a UX designer or just a designer in general, you have the flexibility to scale up and also scale down if you choose to, which is a good thing. I like this kind of flexibility because I don't really know in the future what is it that I want to become, right? So my first tip for you is to talk to as many senior UX designers as possible to hear all their stories. In the past, it is harder to reach out to senior UX designers because if you are thinking of like career switching to UX design field, you don't actually know people in this field. So it will be hard for you if you want to talk to them when you don't even know a single one of them. These days, there are a few ways that you can talk to senior UX designers. There are platforms available. For example, you can talk to them on LinkedIn. Just search for UX designer and then you DM them. Because this is kind of like a cold call, not everyone is going to reply to you because they don't know you, right? And not everyone checks their LinkedIn every day. So the success rate for getting a senior UX designer to reply you on LinkedIn is quite slim. You can try other platforms too, like ADP List. ADP List is a mentoring platform, and they have a lot of UX designers all over the world that are willing to set aside some of their time to answer questions that beginner UX designers might have, or someone maybe a bit junior to them might have and want to talk to them. If you want to talk to a senior UX designer, you can go to LinkedIn or ADP List. If you want to talk to me, you can go to Instagram, Superpeer, or also ADP List. I am on these 3 different platforms. The link to all these is in the description box below. Before I get on to the next tip, if you need help writing your UX case study, then be sure to click on the link in the description box below because I have created a free Notion template for you to use, and it covers all the different points that you need to cover in your UX case study. So make sure to download that. With that out of the way, let's jump right into the next tip on how to decide whether UX design is the right career path for you or not. The second tip on determining whether UX design is the right career path for you or not is to be more self-aware by doing more quizzes, understanding what is it that you like or do not like. So what I did when I first started was I created a list of things that I like and do not like. But the thing is, when I wrote down this list, even though I have a clearer picture of the things that I like to do and do not like to do, I wasn't sure how this can be applied and become a job itself. Because some of the things don't even generate money, even though I like them. Afterwards, I found out about this concept, the Japanese concept called Ikigai, which is, it means reason for being. And everything just kind of clicked afterwards. So if you want to learn more about Ikigai, this is what it looks like. There are 4 circles. One circle is represent what you love. This is about your passions and the things that make you happy. This is what you enjoy to do during your free time. And then there's another circle for what you're good at. These are your skills and your strengths. There are areas that you excel at and where you have expertise in. And then the third circle is what the world needs. So these are things that are valuable to other people and can make a positive impact on the world. And then the fourth and last circle is what you can be paid for. This is about finding a job or a career that provides financial stability. So maybe you can be able to support yourself while you do something that you enjoy. So if you want to learn more about Ikigai, then check out this book over here. After I completed my map, I realized that UX design was right in the center. In addition to Ikigai, I also did a lot of other personality tests like Enneagram and also Myers-Briggs. So I am an INTJ architect and a type 5 wing 4. If all these don't make sense to you, in the beginning it didn't make sense to me. Taking this personality test helped me to understand a bit more about myself, and also they also include like people like me over there, as well as the jobs that people like me thrive in. So yeah, so these two help me a lot in reaffirming that I am choosing the right career path for myself and my personality type. The next tip I have for you on trying to find out whether UX design is the right career path for you or not is to get some hands-on experience. So this might sound a bit difficult because you don't really know what is UX design, or you don't really know whether this is the right career path for you. So if you don't really know what is it that you're doing, how can other people give you the chance to do it, right? So it's a bit of a chicken and egg problem. But how I tackled this problem when I first started was I created a goal for myself. So the goal was first to learn about the tool, and then the second goal is I created a design goal for myself, and I wanted to see like for within this certain period, can I hit this goal or not? And by doing this, it helped me to see whether do I like to do the things that designers will be doing, or if I do become a designer, these are things that I will be doing in the future. So I wanted to get some hands-on experience by myself. So what I did was I created my own 100 days of typography challenge. I didn't show this to anybody in the beginning, so it is kind of like when you're opening up your first design tool for the first time, and then you're looking at the computer and you see a blank screen, it can get a little bit intimidating and scary, right? So I took the pressure off myself and told myself out loud. Literally said it out loud that this is for my own eyes only. I'm not going to show to anybody. So no pressure. I can churn out rubbish or whatever. The purpose of this thing that I'm doing, this exercise, is just for me to get used to the tool and get used to designing and see whether I like to go through the entire design process or not. Yeah. So I did a super mini exercise for myself, which is the 100 days of typography. And I did not even finish all 100 days. I think I only clocked in around 60 days. But within the first 30 days, I was able to learn so much about myself and whether I like to design. And I also, it opened up my interest in typography too. So if you are not sure whether design is really for you, or whether you really like this kind of jobs, right? Design jobs, maybe you want to try first on things that you can act out on yourself, like working on learning how to use Figma, learning how to use a design tool that designers are using right now. Because if you do become a UX designer, these are tools that you need to learn in order to work with other designers also. So try out, learn some of the tools, give yourself like a mini goal or target, and then you try to hit them and you see whether you like doing what you do or not. If after this short exercise you realize that maybe you don't really like the entire process, and you feel that okay, maybe design is not cut out for me, at least you tried already and you know that this is not for you, and then you can move on to another career choice. So you don't waste time thinking whether, oh, is this right for me, is this not right for me, or you might have some kind of regrets. Do note that whatever exercise that you are creating is going to be very small, and it's not representative of a real UX project. It's just like getting your toes wet, like dipping your toes in the water. At this point in the video, you have learned 3 things to help you determine whether UX design is the right career path for you or not. The first thing we learned is that we need to speak to as many UX designers as possible to find out their stories, what is it that they like or do not like about being a designer. So listening to their stories can help you to answer some questions that you didn't even think of asking in the first place. If you want to look for designers, you can search them on LinkedIn or ADP list. And if you want to talk to me, you can look for me on Instagram, Superpeer, or ADP list. The link is down in the description box below. The second thing we learn on how to determine whether UX design is the right career for you is to build more self-awareness. And you can do that by creating a list of things that you like and do not like, and then see how you can fit them into Ikigai, trying to find what is your purpose. And then you can also try out other personality tests like Myers-Briggs and also Enneagram to see based on your personality types, what are the jobs that are suited for you. And then maybe this can, whatever jobs that you choose that suits your personality type will give you a higher chance of success. So maybe your career will go more smoothly. The third tip that we talk about on determining whether UX design is the right career path for you or not is get some hands-on experience. So try out Figma, learn the tool, play around with it, see if you like to play around with it, or it can be some other tool so long as whatever jobs that you're going into is a tool that everyone is using, all the designers are using, then yeah, play around with that tool, see whether you like to use, because you'll be using it a lot in the future if you do become a designer. If you need more like step-by-step instructions on how to get started, you can check out my YouTube video, because I show how to get started on using Figma. And then if you want to learn more about how I did my 100 days of typography challenge, you can comment 100 in the comment section below, just 100. And then I will see whether if there are a lot of comments, then I will create another video to show you the step-by-step on how to do and approach this 100 days of typography challenge and figure out whether you like to do design or you don't like to do design. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!